me to feel like I am close enough.
All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Sunday, so that means we're back for some IBS action in Zero Gravity Gaming. But the game actually did get delayed for 30 minutes, so until then, it looks like we're gonna do some 1v1s with me and Michael here, just for fun. I don't wanna humiliate him too badly,
Okay, buddy.
but yeah, we'll just have some fun going on here, and then we'll probably play like one or two. We'll take a short break, and then we'll be back in ready for the draft for game one. We got Goon Squad Gaming Iota versus Snack Bears, so it's gonna be a banger. But you gotta bear with us. Give us a little bit of time to get that going. You ready, Mike?
I'm ready.
All right, dude. Let's get into it.
Am I starting? Oh, I am. Who are you playing?
I'm good with whatever. What do you want to play, dude? I'll let you pick.
No, you're a mid lane. You're a mid laner. We can go mid lane. Except I would like counter pick because you've been playing mid.
Wait, I thought. Oh, you're counter picking me?
I mean, or we can mirror match if you want.
Yeah, dude. Let's do mirror.
Who?
Let's start it off with some Draven.
Okay, sure. Yeah, some mid lane. This works. Same runes?
No, you can go whatever runes you want. For simplicity.
Are you going Hob or lethal? Or PTA?
I'm not telling you when I'm going, dude.
Man, what the heck? He's trying to scam me.
That's true.
No, Mark Flash, how about? Let's agree on that.
Mark Flash? Okay, fine. Alright, let's do it.
This is my most mastery champion, but I have not played him in months.
Yeah. Well, you have to play against me, so I
when
think
have you played him?
I
you
always
suck
play
at this champion last I've seen you.
What are you talking about? This is literally my main champ.
Yeah, if you flip over the little... But you have so many mastery points, actually.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Items?
I mean, I'm just going Noon Quiver.
Bro, okay. You're trying to scam me.
What are you talking about? How am I trying to scam you? I said I'm going Noon Quiver and Pots.
Oh, I want Noon Quiver and Pickaxe.
Oh my gosh.
My bad. I didn't know that wasn't kosher.
That's kind of messed up.
Feed the Poro before anything else. This guy did go Hob.
Oh wait, I forgot there's a stream delay.
What?
There's gonna be a stream delay.
Dude,
Here,
this is goated.
I'll stream for you. You can just look at my stream.
Dude, this is going great. That means you can't drop frames, Ryan. Your stream got to be a crisp.
It is. You can check.
Okay. Did you even feed the Poro? No, it's weird. You're still sitting on your snack.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I dropped an
Yeah, I'll see you later. I'll see you later,
Oh
dude.
my God,
I'll see you later.
man.
You already know who it is. It's your boy. Throw up the Mastery 7. Throw up the thumbs up because you already know that's how it is.
We got like... Oh, I didn't. It's so bad.
It's free low. It's actually so free low.
Oh my God. Nah, disrespectful.
Wait, could the stream even see anything that happened?
I don't think so. I think they were just watching us the whole time. That makes
They're
it
just
great.
watching us the entire time. Okay, that's true.
Yeah, for the message, keeping myself spectator delay.
Okay, well, to let you guys know, I won. Okay, I won, of course.
To let you guys know, we ended up just all quitting because nobody won, and Fritz couldn't see it, so we got to figure out a better solution before going into next one.
I won game 1. We're going into game 2.
And so we're picking. So my pick now, and we're going.
Yeah.
Yasuo.
You really want that? Make
Yeah.
the lobby. Make the lobby.
Okay. Blind pick, and then I gotta fight you and you. Okay, so they can actually see it now. So we're chilling.
Yeah, we're actually good. We can see.
Oh, you're right too. Me and Fritz. Or Fritz could just join the game, spectate himself.
That's true, but it's fine. We're already.
Yeah,
we're already.
Okay.
All right. I'm ready when you are. We're going
Okay.
Yasuo.
Yeah, we're going Yasuo.
All right.
It's week 3 of IBS.
Yeah.
Is that a question or a statement? because it is week 3. There wasn't a stream week 1 because of some unfortunate, personnel
some unfortunate circumstances. We didn't have enough people, and people weren't available. So
just a little unluck.
Yes.
Okay, still mark flash, whatever you want.
Sure.
Did you see TSM won a game though?
No.
It's not 1 in 17 anymore. They beat GG.
Dang. Let's go. They've done it. They have done it.
Are you out of your mind going overheal, by the way?
None of the other runes are gonna help me.
Dude, Triumph when you ignite me so I don't die? What do you mean?
That's right, my bad, okay. Same build.
Quiver, yeah. Okay.
I'll check out the Mastery 5 too. No problem. We need a Korean GG.
What's a Korean GG?
I'm not too sure, honestly.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Come feed the Poro, dude.
You didn't even feed, and you're coming over telling me to feed? It's just interesting.
I was waiting for you.
At least the stream can see this game.
Yeah, at least you guys can see this one now.
But while we are just... Well, I am beating Ryan in this one. This week we have GSG and Snack Bears.
GSG Iota, please.
GSG Iota, my bad. This guy's trying to freeze on me in ARAM.
That might be true. Listen, dude, I'm a mid lane extraordinaire now.
Yeah, Ike wouldn't let you play Yasuo. I will come snag some of this.
This looks bad, guys.
You know, yeah, it's been a while since I've played this game, guys.
Whoa.
It's okay. Still got the mental edge because of that. We don't even need it, especially hitting NATOs like that. We'll go take a little bite.
I'm at it.
Yeah, some HP. Uh-oh.
Right there, I'll tap.
Oh, nope, Fritz is still in spectate, and it's been 3 minutes, so he's hopping in. For once, you didn't make the mistake.
Ah, shoot. I knew that was gonna happen.
Let's go!
I trolled there. I trolled that one, dude.
I mean, and I even burned flesh. Intentionally, of course, but was a little wasted
That one's on
flash.
me. That one's on me. That one's on me.
Game just too easy. I don't know what to say. But we're tied up 1-1, so Fritz gets to choose the champion now.
Yeah, now Fritz chooses the champion, and then we after this one we'll take a break and we'll be back for the Okay, so we're getting word here from the producer.
Did you unmute yourself, Fritz, or were you just
It's
talking to
gonna
us?
be Katarina for game 3.
Okay. Yeah, or
Oh my God, I'm
Katarina
so
game
loud.
3. I know you. I messaged you. You're blowing out my eardrums.
Yeah, I turned it down, but is it better now?
Yeah, you're fine now. You're fine now. Fritz, are you even gonna join, or do you just want?
I think
to
don't
watch us
join.
stream?
I think don't join.
Okay. So Katarina, hey Fritz, what runes do you
How the heck
suggest?
do I play this champion?
Okay. Okay.
The third
I'm
one
just
doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, presence of mind. That would be kind of insane, though.
Attack
Okay.
speed, active. All right, let's get it. Same runes or what?
Yeah.
Which little legend should I bring to the rift?
Dude,
Or to the abyss?
I'm bringing my boy, the goodest duck bill. You already know vibes. Oh, look, we have some members from Goon Squad here. Just
We're bringing Kitty Cat.
not playing, but it's fine. We're waiting.
What are you talking about?
They just no, just in chat. I see. But we're chilling. Oh, both teams are good to go now. You guys gotta wait like 3 minutes then. It's gonna.
Yeah, let me just 1v1 this guy real quick, and then we'll go to break, and then we'll come back. We'll get the lobby set up. What item?
I'm going alternator.
Boots.
Yep, alternator boots potion.
Okay.
Just give it a second. Well, this will be over real quick. I'm fighting him. Don't tell him this, guys. But I'm going right in.
I'll kill him in a minute, dude. I'll kill him in a minute. No
We gotta
problem.
pour her up though. Yeah, 1,000 would not be happy.
Like my skin.
It's okay. Dude, where are my tower ranges? How am I supposed to know how far this tower goes out?
Well, there you go. You know now.
New information unlocked.
Let's go.
Okay.
That was lit.
Already had a little bit of a disadvantage because of my misplay. But nevertheless, I persist.
Can I take your
No.
daggers? Is that a thing?
No, you
Oh.
cannot. Thank God. I should have gone back in with the snowball. What was I thinking? How? Okay. I was about to ask how to hit level up before you, but
I don't know, dude, because I got the freeze. I got the freeze set up. Okay, now I'm in a tough spot now.
a little bit. Oh, did I mention this?
Oh no! No!
It's just too easy, man. I don't know what to say anymore.
SMH, dude.
Okay. We'll see you guys in a couple minutes as we get back to Goon
Why'd
Squad
I get hit by that?
Gaming Iota versus Snack Bears.
Alright, good games. All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope you enjoyed a little for fun action here, where I allowed Michael to boost his ego in the 1v1s because I feel bad. But nonetheless, my name's Ratchans, joined by Michael. We got some Week 3 Zero Gravity Gaming the IBS Division action for you today as Goon Squad Iota takes on Snack Bears. Mike, how you doing today?
Good. And I mean, a lot of lies have been spread that like it was an ego boost, but regardless, excited to be here. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and should be interesting here. I'm looking at the at the rosters right now and the standings of these two teams. Actually, hold on. We're in the bands have come through.
Yeah.
So for Snack Bears taking on Diana, Scion, Kaisa, and Goon Squad is taking away the Anivia, the Cassiopeia, and the Set.
Yes. And I mean, all of these not super meta. I mean, Scion is the closest I'd give to it with the super annoying hull breaker build. But regardless, we're seeing a lot of pocket picks, and then we see the Trundle first pick locked in.
Trundle is a champion that can be flexed in the mid or the jungle. I mean, top or jungle. Super strong in the split push. Super strong against tanks because with that subjugate, you can just take away so much of the armor and magic resist and all resistances from whoever your target is. And I have been able to look at the standings here, and Goon Squad's sitting at 2-0, and Snack Bears is 0-1 right now. They haven't yet recorded the scores of their Week 2 game, but either way, you have to think that Goon Squad is going to be the favorite going into this matchup.
Yeah, for sure. And as we look, or if we look at the Goon Squad roster, which you guys can't actually see right now, but it's a lot of names that we recognize, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people from last year switching up the teams a little bit, but just some of those, names. Timid, you got Only Magical Girls, Timic, Nerf Snugglebutt, and Chubby Chernobyl. I don't remember what they were on last year, but I do recognize the names.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact teams, but they were around. And that's all that matters. And then we see the Olaf, Seraphine, and Victor now locked in. Victor, big fan of the Victor. And then Zyra, not so much a fan of her, but very interesting.
Yeah, and so Zara is just going to be a champion that can basically just poke out super hard in this lane. In the support role, I think that maybe the thought process is being able to build that Shadow Flame into Seraphine is going to be quite effective. Especially, if Goon Squad wants to go with some sort of buff the Olap composition. Additionally, Vex has the shield from her W, so that's some more value that comes out of this potential Zyra pick in the bottom lane. And, like I said, Vex locked in for the mid lane of Goon Squad Gaming.
Yeah, I agree with you in theory, but also it feels weird to call the value the hunt for value, the value of a champion from an item they're eventually going to build. Because Victor could simultaneously build the Shadow Flame and then get that value, so you don't necessarily need the Zyra. But and I feel like Zyra even. I haven't seen the matchup specifically, but I feel like Seraphine could even outrange Zyra. No.
Maybe. I think you might. I don't know. I guess it just kind of depends on if you want to sit in and brawl or if you want to just look for poke. But Zyra is notorious for poking, especially AD carries in the bottom lane. Second rotation bans coming in here. Shen and Cho'Gath taken off the table for Goon Squad, and Garen and Zeri taken off the table for Snackbers. Interestingly enough, though, I feel like frequently we see a lot of bot lane and jungle picks pick up in the first rotation, but we're seeing what we assume is to be mid, jungle, and support picked up.
Yeah, very interesting for sure. And especially with, in pro play, it's always the Jink, it's always the Aphelios, it's always the Zeri. We saw the Kai'Sa in the first rotation banned away, and then the Zeri next, but then even the Gnar picked in, so it seems to be a ADC counter pick, which is really weird.
This is definitely not something we see a lot. Alternatively, it could be like Seraphine Vex support or something. But I don't really know. Still a lot left on the table, left to question in this picks, and I don't know how this is even possible, but Jinx Jinx falls down to fourth pick on blue side. I have no idea how that happens, but that is very, very
odd.
Yeah, definitely not. That's definitely out of the ordinary. But last pick for Snack Bears should be this top lane, and we assume yes, it's going to be the Tryndamere locked in for Tristan in the top lane.
Tryndamere, both Tryndamere and Gnar go and most top laners. Let me clarify, but they both go the Hull Breaker build a lot of time. So disgusting, but. We see Soraka locked in, so I think it's Soraka's Seraphine bot.
Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty annoying lane to play against. Obviously, not gonna be too much. Not gonna be like it doesn't scream out damage to you, but the sustain of that lane is gonna be very, very hard to play against.
Yeah, and then if you needed a way to get onto the Jinx, because you don't have many great divers, you have the Vex that can go in deep, but you have now an Olaf that's boosted up by a Seraphine and a Soraka. Jinx, Zyra, and Victor are all going to have a very tough time in this game.
Yeah, and I think the key to this is going to be basically if Timid can get ahead on this Olaf. And I feel like, just from the past, we see Timid as this character as this player who can snowball very, very hard, likes to be very aggressive on the jungle picks, and loves to just try to scrap early and try to get leads for his team. So I think this composition is interesting from Goon Squad, and I'm looking to see if it actually comes to fruition in the way that they expect. Obviously, for Snack Bears, you don't want to be fighting this Olaf early, and you kind of want to just outscale him, I guess, with Trundle and Tryndamere in the split push, and just kind of your nice core team fight you have with Jinx, Victor, and Zyra.
Yeah, it would become very difficult if... And I know Trundle's most likely the jungle, and we should be hopping into Champ Select soon to... Okay, looking at the rest of the team, Trundle will be jungle, but again, we should be hopping into Champ Select soon enough so we can see it locked in. But it would be really annoying for the side of GSG if there were two Hull Breakers built, like on the Trundle and on the Tryndamere, even though Trundle's a jungler, because nobody can match. Gnar can match one of them, But if you send them both off into the other side lanes, like they're gonna have to send a lot of people to answer. And then the group of Victor, Zyra, and Jinx is a threat in their own. So it could be very difficult to deal with two hull breakers. And I don't think that's necessarily gonna be what happens. But we see GSG Iota wants to group up. They want to be that ball.
Yeah, they want to be that ball, but then on the other side, it's like there's not that much damage. You know, I feel like Olaf and Vex are going to be the prime damage dealers, and if one of them gets behind early, it's going to be really, really tough for them to actually move forward with this team composition and execute properly.
Yeah, I think it could be a little difficult, but I think Seraphine. I didn't see much of it, but I haven't seen much of that champion really at all. But I think Seraphine has an AP build that's viable and should be able to bolster up a little bit of the damage numbers on the team. But I still do agree that it is relatively low damage, and especially if Trundle's going to be building more tank or like full tank, it could be very difficult to get through.
Yeah, and you know, just looking at how the fights could play out is if Homeless is just presses R on the Olaf, this guy's gonna shred. I mean, he's gonna have no resistances, and with so much damage on snack bears, I don't think they'll have an issue cutting down this Olaf, despite having two supports to try to back him up.
Yeah, and as we're seeing in Locked In, it's all of what we already. Oh, you guys aren't seeing it Locked In because the drafter's not working again. It's complex, apparently, or so I've been told, or so I've heard. So don't blame Fritz too much. And he's still relatively new, but it's always production diff, but it's fine. But anyways, we're seeing more of what we know Locked In. Everything just as it's going. So, are there any matchups you'd like to highlight, you think?
I think this Victor Vex matchup is pretty interesting. Obviously, like you said, I've been playing mid a lot more now, and kind of just understanding how it works. And I think it can be pretty volatile. You know, whoever's going to get the first kill in this lane is going to snowball very, very hard. And I think that, you know, it can go either way. I mean, obviously, Victor, you have a lot of range with your laser. You can kind of, you know, space very well. But then on the other side, Vex has that instant CC with the fear, and then is able to just, if that lands, then you can just trade all of your damage on to the Victor, and it becomes a very favorable trade for you. So we'll have to see how that goes, but I'm definitely looking forward to see this mid lane matchup. Also, I'm going to see who can make the most presence on the map between Homeless and Timic in the jungle.
Yeah, it definitely will be interesting to see, especially with Olaf trying to make something happen early and Vex having a little bit of that setup. But we'll have to see how it plays out once we hop into the game.
Yes, and we have concluded now the end client draft. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back in a few minutes for game one between Goon Squad Gaming, Iota, and Snack Bears. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we are back onto the Rift for game number 1 between Snack Bears and Goon Squad Gaming Iota. For Snack Bears, Tristan in the top lane on the Trindamere, Homeless in the jungle on the Trundle, Timid on Victor in the mid lane, and Moonbull and E-Girl Fox running out the bottom lane with the Jinx and Zyra.
And for the squad of Goon Squad Gaming Iota, we got one hand on Gnar on the top, Timic on Olaf in the jungle, Vex being piloted by only magical girls in the mid lane, Nerf Snugglebutt and Chubby Shared Noble rounding out that bot lane with the Seraphine Soraka.
Both of these teams so far just kind of taking a little 5-point, not going too deep, just trying to find out, see some vision, see if they can figure out some information about the enemy team, but I don't really imagine much will happen here. As you can see, both junglers taking their backs and heading down to this bottom side of the river.
I know we talk a lot about production diff, and the last split especially we were raving about our producer Big B, but if you haven't been tuned into Big B's Twitter, one hand getting a deep ward, taking a couple hits for it, but regardless, if you tune into Big B's Twitter, you saw him complain about it. Look at I don't know if yours is the same, Ryan, but mine and stream are the portraits on the right.
Yeah, it's another.
It's not even trying. They're not even trying to be on the wall.
No, they're doing their own thing, but we love them for that. It's okay.
Exactly.
No problems here. Early trades coming out in the mid lane and just taking a look at the runes and summoner spell choices for each of these teams. Anything out of the ordinary that you're seeing? Well, there's no action going on.
I don't think so. And it all seems about right for what I'd expect.
Yeah.
We are obviously seeing the Seraphine farming. I don't think double support item works well or at all anymore.
I think they nerfed it, so.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, though, both of these junglers making their way up into the top side of the map, potentially looking for around a level 3 gank in this top lane. The wave is pushed in favor of Tristan right now, so something could happen in that aspect of it, but a lot of trades coming back and forth in this mid lane as Timid and only magical girls are scrapping it up, throwing their abilities out there, and kind of just trading all over the place.
Yeah, lots of trading, but I'm not sure. Unless we see some mystics, it feels like all these lanes are pretty hard to actually secure a kill.
Yeah. I agree. It's pretty hard to gank. I mean, a lot of safe lanes here. A lot of ways to just kind of just say no to the ganks, to be honest.
Yeah, and then not so much setup from anyone. We have the Zyra, obviously, with the root, and Seraphine with root, but I mean, outside of that, there's not too much guaranteed hard CC.
This wave could actually, this top wave is actually going to slow push back to Tristan, and it could just be an angle for a freeze.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on here, as now Timic makes her way into this top lane. Still Ghost and Flash available for Tristan. We'll have to use that Flash to get away to safety. But overall, positive gank in favor of Goon Squad, blowing that top laner Flash.
Yeah, and that's very helpful for the Gnar because especially as Trindamere hits 6, with Ghost and Flash up, the Trindamere can very, very easily threaten a kill onto a mini Gnar. So definitely helping out one hand a good bit. Very needed.
Just looking at the health bars in this bottom lane, you can kind of see the difference, right? Because not much damage for the Goon Squad bottom lane. You can kind of see how Snack Bears is just kind of cool. They're chilling in this lane. They're not really feeling any threat or anything like that. E-Girl Fox is able to just kind of walk up and hit. Nice root's going to land here onto their Snugglebutt, and the exhaust will force Moonbull back. But look at this 4-man. They're collapsing into this bottom side. Homeless is here.
No Vex ult, though.
It'll be 3v4. Root's going to land onto Olaf, and the Fear is available here. Will get dodged out nicely by Moonbull. But either way, nice job absorbing that gank pressure and, taking a lot of resources, actually, from Goon Squad on that play.
Yeah, it definitely takes a lot of resources, but the spot lane situation for the side of Goon Squad isn't all that much better because Seraphine is completely out of mana now. They desperately need to recall. Yeah. Not enough for the Lost Chapter if they're going it, Which I feel that sounds right. They could be going more supportive, but I feel if you're actually laning, you need that Lost Chapter.
Yeah, Lost Chapter is very crucial when you're playing pretty much any mage or any caster. Obviously, Seraphine not really considered a mage, but
Yeah, more of a caster minion. I get it.
yeah, exactly. First dragon of the game is has spawned here and is the mountain, so we're not going to be seeing that soul. Tristan may be looking for it here as a spin going to go forth onto one hand, but one hand's getting the better of these trades pretty significantly, I would say here, but still walking melee range is a little bit of an interesting play.
One hand could keep fighting. Like, especially with Mega on...
I think it's coming.
Wait, this
looks really good here for one hand now. Jumping forward, Tristan could be in trouble here. Does have the ghost available and the Mega's coming through, but the flash forward. The stun should find the mark. One more Q, and first blood is going to go over to one hand in the top lane.
Okay. Was it just me, or did Tryndamere's Q look a lot like a Soraka ult?
It did heal him a lot.
And I think it was just the visuals threw me off so much. I'm like, wait, Soraka's on the other team. But anyways, very good coming out from one hand, abusing that flash advantage. Tristan, a little bit of disrespect not committing the ghost to try to get away, but good plays coming out from GSG.
GSG looking good here. They do have the 1-0 kill advantage. Feeling solid. Only Magical is pushing in this mid lane. Gonna try to deny some of those minions away, but the minion advantage is all in favor of Timid in that lane. Only person actually on the map that does have an advantage for Snack Bears in CS.
Impressive coming
for
out.
gold in general.
Yeah, pretty impressive coming out from Nerf Snuggle, but to be able to get that CS advantage. But with the Seraphine, a lot of shoving power.
Here we go now. Shadow Surge in as Timid has to burn the flash to get away. Ignite's going to be taken down, but the stun will buy some time for Timid. Vex throwing the abilities, but they are a bit wide. So Timid will be able to walk out after just burning that flash.
But ult Ignite trade for a flash, I think that's definitely worth it.
Absolutely, it's worth indeed here. And now with this mid lane priority that only Magical was able to just collect right there with that fight, Goon Squad is on to this first dragon of the game.
Picking up that Mountain Drake.
Only Magical now could be in trouble as they're three-manning onto this mid lane. Caught in the middle
flash.
of three. Whoa, the flash was a little bit interesting, but doing a lot of damage off the E-Girl. Now Chubby Chernobyl is here. Timic. In the top lane we go. Here's the Meganar's doing some damage, pushing back into the tower, but now Homeless could be in trouble as we'll have to flash away to safe. Root's not going to find the mark.
Only Magical Girl is barely escaping.
Yeah, and no casualties in that play at all, but the dragon will go over to Goon Squad Gaming.
Jigsaw with
Ooh. Yeah, Jigsaw not finding the mark there, but interestingly enough, the gold lead is actually back to even gold. Tristan, whoa, Tristan, progressing forward with no HP. One more auto. Okay,
does not kill because of the
Undying Rage popped. That's very interesting. Sequence right there in the top lane. But one hand. It's been all one hand in this top lane.
But I'm sure the name could be a little misleading. They might be using two hands.
Oh my gosh. Chubby Chernobyl walked back in and got chunked to half HP. Not the best, but no problem because you're playing Seraphine and Soraka, so you have a lot of sustain. Uh-oh, it's going to land here. Now Chubby Chernobyl could be in trouble. We'll have to flash away from the zap. That likely would have meant death for the Soraka. Either way, priority is all about, or Snack Bear's bot lane is all about the priority. And there's really nothing that Goon Squad can do.
Yeah, a little hard for Goon Squad, and Zyra definitely making their presence known in this lane. But all the while, they're just... Goon Squad is playing towards their strong lane. They're getting that Rift Herald with their very strong Gnar.
I think this will be very, very good if they can actually, you know, turn this play into a top lane dive. Homeless now could be in trouble.
No flash
available. Shadow Star is going to find the mark here, the flee, and that's going to be all for the Trundle. Kill credit goes over to only Magical, and, you know, that is pretty rough if you are Snack Bears. Just giving a kill over to Vex is not good. Vex is gonna start just doing so much damage here if she's able to snowball. I mean, yeah, of course the down 20 CS, so credits to Timid there, but
Tristan.
either way, Tristan could be in
Has
trouble.
ult.
Ultimate is available, will flash, but I think One Hand wants some more. Still gonna chase him down with some autos, but yeah, Tristan will be able to get out for now. Rift Herald did go over to Timic and GSG, so I would like to see them try to convert that play into the top lane and break that top tower. But only Magical now. Aggressing in onto Timid. Electrocute
No mana.
procs. No mana. Yeah, exactly. No mana, so can't really force much. Nonetheless, we'll get some damage down and trade about equal HP. So One Hand just smithing away at this tower as well.
Timid needs to be careful. This is
Oh my gosh, Timic could be in trouble here. Going to Chaos Storm, and the axes are flying, and Timic will find the solo kill onto Timid. Don't get him confused.
Yeah, nobody would do that, right?
No way you could get him confused. Impossible. There's top lane. One Hand again. Just such an animal. Mega Gnar onto the wall. We'll find the stun here, but goes back Mega. I mean, goes back Mini. Sorry.
The opposite, but it's okay. You were close. You were there in spirit.
They're both 4 letters, and they start with M. Okay. And
So
2 vowels
true.
each. 2 vowels each.
So true.
Still Herald for Timic though. I'd like to see, like I said, use this in the top lane as One Hand is going back in. Ulti's still available for Tristan. As the slow will find the mark here. Has to flash away the ghost, and One Hand flashed. Try to secure the damage, but Tristan just pressed R.
And Tristan just pressed R. Did the skill Trindimer plays, but this is top tower gone. Only 3 plates left. Rift Herald takes 2.5.
Uh-oh. Nurse Snugglebot could be in trouble here, but the silence and the root onto E-Girl. Fuck, so low.
But Victor on the side.
Oh, here we go. Timid made their way down into this bottom lane. Has the roam potential. As the top of the tower will fall. Here we go. Here is Nurse Snugglebot. It's taking a lot of damage, but a crucial root. And will not get stunned up by that magnet field. So somehow Goon Squad gets out of that bot lane play alive and is able to secure first tower in the top lane.
Lucky for them, the Victor was without ult, but
Oh,
magical
no.
girls.
Shadow Surge is available here as the fear is going to come through big, unless you use it. Trying to do some damage and trade kill back, but just too much for Snack Bears there, and only Magical is going to go down.
I feel like I've played a limited amount of Vex. I know you played more than me, but Vex feels like she does 0 damage unless you're super fed.
Kind of depends here. One Hand does have the Soulbreaker completed though, so we're gonna pan into this top
Tristan
lane.
doesn't
And
have ult.
Tristan is just kind of inting into this Dragon play. Comes through here as Dragon will be secured by Snack Bears, but
Homeless
E-Girl Fox
has
will go down.
flash.
Homeless, yeah, it does have flash here. Wait a minute,
Oh.
Pillar.
Trying to psych
Okay.
him out.
I don't know what happened there, but Dragon goes over to Snack Bears and 2 kills, I guess, in favor of Goon Squad.
2 kills from Goon Squad, and they're growing their lead quite handily. Luckily for Snack Bears, they were able to take a Dragon Slay, stop the Dragon stacking. For now.
So yeah, going back to that Vex point, I think Vex does a lot of damage, but you have to kind of utilize the abilities in the correct order. Because, for example, like the Vex E will apply the passive and give you that enhanced auto, as well as give you cooldown on your fear. So you have to kind of use your abilities in the correct order.
What's the dream combo?
Dream combo is just like, are you including the R or what?
Yeah. R and then mash all your other buttons.
Yeah, I mean RW to get the fear, and then you can use the EQ to get the extra Doom and Gloom procs. And then, you know, that after one item, that should one-shot. Pretty much.
Mages are disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
But back bot again. Weirdly enough.
Interesting, yeah, I mean, Timid has been roaming a lot, but still has a very significant CS lead. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. You don't really see that a lot, but here we go. 2v2 in the top lane is Tristan.
This is Goon Squad.
And Homeless. Yeah, this looks really, really bad for Snack Bears. This one's gonna go down already. Timmick is flashing forward, getting a double kill on this Trundle. No, sorry, Olaf. Whoa. I got really confused there, but into the
teleport!
Go here. It's Encore, and the TP comes through. Moonbolt has no summoner spells, and now one hand is in the area. Will get knocked up, but it's gonna run on forward. Nice, gets over the traps. The W does not land, but Moonbreel could still be in trouble. A nice root. Oh, the Meganar is errant, and now one hand could be in trouble. Does not have the flash available here, but the double supports are in the area to try and keep this Gnar alive. Nice silence to buy some time and some space, and for the time being, no casualties. Just just a lot of summoners used.
A lot of summoners used, but should be able to. Actually, this will be. I think this will be the turret for the side of Snack Bears, because it doesn't look like Olaf or Vex is making their way down, and the members on Goon Squad are way too low.
I mean, it depends. I mean, we'll see. I guess you can see that Timid walked back into the mid lane, so
they're gonna get that mid turret.
Advantage, yeah, and this mid lane tower is just gonna go down in favor of Goon Squad.
This Olaf is getting right scary.
Yeah, this Olaf is very, very strong. Now 4-0-1, has the Gore Drinker purchased, up 15 CS on the counterpart of the Trundle. And this is pretty scary now if you're Snack Bears. The tower, or the objective bounties are going to come online here, and this should be going over as one hand looks for the 2v1. Meganar's not going to find the stun here, but a two-man stun from that Gnar W. Zyra Plant's going to buy some time with the knockup. Flash in place for good measure, and oh my gosh, one hand hitting a massive Q again, missing the W, and now Timid is in the area with that TP, and the shutdown goes over to E-Girl Fox. Not the best person that she wanted on, obviously. You would have liked to get that on Timid if possible, but either way, a lot of gold given over. Wow, Shadow Surge. Wide left. Will not find the kill there onto Tristan, but Tristan still had R. So unlikely that only Magical would have been able to pick up that kill in an extended play.
And it's interesting that even from the disadvantage, Trinimir still going for that hull breaker. I mean, I guess that's what the Trinimir wants to be doing anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, they're not going to be like, oh, I'm behind this Trinimir, so I'm going to start grouping. Don't make sense, actually. I thought about it a little more.
Dragon spawning in 25 seconds, and it looks like Goon Squad is going to be first to this setup. You can see so many wards placed down by Goon Squad. How did that ward even get there? Okay. Yeah.
The one that they just walked up and placed?
Okay, I didn't see them place it. Alright. It just appeared on my screen with no blue health bars. I was like, what is going on? How did that happen? But either way. Okay, one is in.
The flip?
Nice. Getting that back. Getting that blast cone utilized. And here we go. A 4v5 at the Dragon. Tristan is top lane, so the numbers advantage is in favor.
Mega's coming up.
2,000. Oh my gosh, look at the Victor damage comes through as the Soraka ulti will heal everyone back up to full. The Dragon will go over to Timmick. We'll see the fight ensuing afterwards. A two-man Mega Gnar from one hand, as well as the stun afterwards. A double kill comes through for one hand. And now Timid is next on the table. Does have the flash and will use that to get away from the 4 members of Goon Squad that were chasing him down. The top lane tower will fall to Tristan, but I would have to imagine that this bottom lane tower will fall the other way.
The two-man Mega Gnar into the two-man Seraphine into the two-man Soraka E. There was no chance E-Girl, Fox, or Homeless were going to be able to get out of that one.
Not at all. In the top lane, the towers will go down in this bottom lane as well, and Tristan is continuing to push on this top side, but getting collapsed on by 2.
Oh, the E.
Tristan got 2. Will use the Ghost to try to get away, but Nerf Snugglebud is in the area. Slow's going to find the mark here, and now we'll see if there's any damage to follow it up. Undying Rage is still available for Tristan, but yeah, it looks like there can be no further chase from Goon Squad, as they now sit at about a 2.5k gold lead.
That's a 2.5k gold lead. And like we were talking about, the Seraphine is going at full AP build, building up the Leandries into the Seraphs. So able to help out a little bit with the damage problem that they might have had otherwise.
I'm sure, I mean, we haven't really seen much Seraphine bot in general, but is that what you're supposed to do?
I think so. Seraphine actually does a lot of damage. Like a lot. And isn't... I was thinking about this recently. Wasn't Seraphine designed to be a mid lane mage? But then was support?
I don't think so. I think the whole concept was like playing with your team. Like having homies.
I could have sworn there was a... I don't remember the exact thing, but I thought she was meant for mid, and so they wanted to get her out of support, but then they're like, actually, it's whatever. But anyways, we see it as bot lane now, which I think is also a fine spot for it. See, these teams positioning around the Baron very aggressively, very early. We see both of our Hullbreaker champions up here grouping.
You're too close, I think, is the tag that comes up when your teammates are in the area. But
yeah, you are not hunting alone.
No hunting alone here. And the flash forward Encore is going to find two members, and they're going in. Shadow Surge and the 4-man Meganar from one hand. This looks really good for Goon Squad Gaming. Is 2 down already. Tristan's going to take one back on the other side, but it's time to get excited as Moonbull is running. Shadow Surge is going to find the mark again here, and the Flea comes through. Homeless is the last member standing. A triple kill for Timic, and that's a 5 for 2 in favor of Goon Squad Gaming. Iota.
And I just want to say, I started this bet, so I can't be the one to... I can't vote in it. Or since I'm going to end it as well. But I was saying it before, while we were waiting for loading screen. This Olaf is going to carry, bolstered up by a Seraphine and a Soraka. This Olaf can run through that team.
I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. I had my doubts in the champion select. It just seemed like there's no damage in this composition. It's basically all Ryan on Olaf. Nurse Snugglebutt. Oh, nice job by Only Magical. Throwing those zoning abilities there to keep the Goon Squad support alive, but mid lane inhibitor falls.
Hey, Goon Squad ADC, come on.
Oh, sorry.
I see your little champist.
Goon Squad bottom laner alive, and the big gold advantage has extended to 5,000.
Almost.
But
we're seeing Dragon coming up in 1 minute. The Cloud Drake. This will be soul point for GSG, and I think they should pretty easily be able to get it.
I mean, certainly. The gold lead is enough there. Mid lane inhibitor is down, so you're going to have pressure in the mid lane. You have to have someone, farming that and clearing that wave. Tristan's all the way in the top lane, hunting alone.
Back where they should be.
I mean, yes, that's true. I think One Hand is going to go and match that Tryndamere push. But either way, I mean, the 4v4 is just so much stronger right now for Goon Squad.
4v4 for sure stronger, and if we take a look at Olaf's items, that's scary. That's a lot of resistances and a lot of ways to not die.
Here we go, Tristan and One Hand going at it. Meganar will get the stun, and the Undying Rage will be popped as now Tristan has to kind of run for the hills, using the Ghost as One Hand is finding the rocks to the back of the head of Tristan. One Hand gonna find the solo kill in the top lane, and this dragon should certainly be free in favor of Goon Squad Gaming. As you can see, the rest of the members of Snack Bears have kind of, walked into this top side of the map, or at least the top side river, unless E-Girl Fox has heroics in their name, knows the smite is proper from Timic. Cloud Soul.
Snack Bears need to be careful. Need to be really careful. Timid, caught in a bad way. Unless they're able to sneak away and back, but they're being hunted down.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Timid is going to get out of this. Or Timid is going to get out of this one here. Only Magical almost getting one-shotted by this Victor. Oh my gosh. As now Timid burns the flash, trying to run for the hills.
You never flash these. You're never going to live.
Yeah, there's no hills to run for, though, as the exhaust is going to come down, and this is going to be a dead Victor. The question is, who's going to get the kill? Timic is going to be the one and will be legendary on this Olaf.
Yeah, this Olaf's still super scary, sitting on not enough gold for anything else, but Baron on the table, gonna be the next stop for GSG in their road to victory.
Now, my question to you, Michael, is how long do you think it's gonna take them to end this game? Do you think it'll be done before 30?
I think they can finish it in their Baron, and since they're starting it now, probably take a recall, and yeah, they can finish it out, because they already have that open inhib. I think it should be respawning before too long, but I think it's still, with this Baron, they should be able to finish out quite cleanly.
Plus or minus 3 minutes.
From now?
Yes, from now.
Well, so, like I said, they could get it done in the Baron, so minus.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure you know what you're talking about, because I know a lot of the times you don't. So, one hand is angry on this Gnar right now, and Timid might be in trouble. Mega Gnar onto 2 is going to find a 2-man stun, and now one hand's in the middle of 4 members of the Shadow Surge. Not going to connect there, a little bit short, as Tristan and Only Magical Girls have made their way into this play, but the rest of Goon Squad is just top lane, pushing in on this inhibitor tower.
They're completely left alone, but Tristan on kind of a flank. Level 13 Tryndamere, though, not too much a threat, with only the Hullbreaker.
Ragnarok by Timic has to run to the hills, will flash away as now Timic trying to do some damage into the back lines. One hit is going to go mega soon, and they're flashing in as Undying Rage is popped. Timic gets shut down by Tryndamere, and we'll see. As one hand going in, a 3-man Mega Gnar again. We'll find one on the backside. We'll try to do the damage. We can't really, as you are too far forward. Super Mega Death Rocket into the face of 4. But it doesn't matter because there's just no damage. Girl Fox, the last member of Snack Bears standing. And how long will you be standing? Can't be that long here as the super minions are onto the Nexus and they're wearing purple. 4 members strong for Goon Squad taking these in Nexus towers. One is going to fall already, and one hand is just going to add insult to injury and find the kill onto Girl Fox. The Nexus is falling, and Goon Squad Gaming Iota is going to take game 1.
Take game 1 in a very, very convincing fashion. Both One Hand and Timic stepped up for real, and they completely carried that game. I mean, they were built around with the Soraka Seraphine bot lane, but still, that was an impressive game coming out from Goon Squad.
Super good job there to Goon Squad playing around their win conditions. Getting Olaf so ahead so early was crucial in that game. And, you know, I'm looking to see if Goon Squad can follow that game plan. It has to be something changing for Snack Bears. You know, maybe a ban onto Olaf. Is there anything you have, any ideas you have that they could change going into next draft?
I think you have to do something to shut down Timic. I think this Olaf is too strong. It's going to be a little harder to fight against One Hand, but I think Timic, you could try to pinch more junglers in the pool and just try to do something so they cannot completely run over the game.
Gotta limit Timic if you are Snack Bears, and we'll see if they're able to do that. We're gonna take a short break before we get into the pick ban for game number 2 between Goon Squad Gaming and Goon Squad Gaming Iota and Snack Bears. So we'll be right back. What's going on, everybody? We are back for game number 2 between Goon Squad Gaming, Iota, and Snack Bears. Goon Squad taking game 1 in commanding fashion here off the back of really big performances from Timic and One Hand. Any comments on that, Mike?
It's really impressive performance, and the comp was really designed to allow Timic to shine.
Designed for Timic, indeed, and we're into this. We're into this first rotation of bans already on both sides, and Goon Squad taking away that Nivea again. Diana and Kaisa taken off the table by Snack Bears, and Cassiopeia and Olaf again. See, kind of what we talked about here is trying to get Timic off of this Olaf, make him a little bit less comfortable. I mean, but the thing is like Timic has a lot of champions that he can play.
Timic definitely does have a ton of champions they can play, and we're seeing the Scion left up, but also we talked about this also off camera last draft, but it feels so illegal to see a blue for Jinx.
Okay, Warwick. Blue 1 Warwick is the first pick for Snack Bears. I don't think this has ever been done. Ever.
Like in this, or
just blue 1 Warwick.
I mean, I sure
draft.
Kind of hope not.
Okay, Zeri could be sick. Zeri angle, yes. Zeri's gonna be locked in for GSG. Ideally, you want to see the Jinx picked up by Snack Bears now, unless it's a Zeri mid and they just pick the Jinx right away. But Trundle, we're gonna see Trundle again in this game, except it's gonna be on the other side.
Yeah, I'm wondering what's happening in scrims to place Trundle at such a high priority.
I mean, it is a pretty good champ here. Yeah, if it's not Jinx, then it has to be Aphelios. So Aphelios locked in for Snack Bears, and I think this time we're gonna be seeing. I guess last time we saw jungle. What was it? Jungle. I guess it was jungle mid and one
we didn't see.
Laner.
We didn't see. I guess we did see an ADC because Seraphine ended up going ADC. But yeah, jungle mid and a bot laner. What we're seeing so far, completely matched positions with ADC, hopefully, and jungle. But now we see a Sona picked. That
I feel like Sona seems like a really terrible lane, guys. It seems also, really bad.
Sona is not blind pickable.
No, I don't think so at all. I mean, like I said, this lane seems really
bad. I also
bad.
don't know if Lux is the answer to it if that's going bot.
I mean, I don't know, dude. This is there's not much insight we can provide on these drafts sometimes because they're very strange. At least the pick order. But I like Lux better than Sona every day of the week if I'm, playing AD carry.
Yeah. I mean, Sona does, ever since her rework, or like her soft rework, she's definitely a lot better and can do a whole lot more, especially later into the game. Like, she scales insanely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But
you have to get there, though.
Yeah, you have to get there, and that's the whole issue, especially when you're going to be getting one shot by a Lux Zeri. It's pretty scary.
It does seem very, very scary for Snack Bear's bottom lane, and I mean, you got a lot of sort of electricity coming around in this bottom lane for Goon Squad, at least for now. Because Zeri is Wait a minute.
Huh. So it is the Lux mid. Interesting to bring that up blind as well, but
Yeah, so I guess
Zarek Tari. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I like that. Zarek Tari in the bottom lane for Goon Squad Gaming Iota. I don't know. I've never seen this lane, I don't think.
I haven't seen much of Tarek recently. I think Tarek's still a pretty strong champion.
I actually lost a solo queue game to a Tarek jungle.
This is
like not
coming
even
from-
with a Yi or anything.
This
Like,
is
just-
coming from the guy who was trying to talk himself up after the 1v1s that he lost, but it's fine.
It wasn't my fault, dude.
No, yeah.
It was not my fault.
Of
If
course,
my
it never is.
if my bot goes 0-20, how can I play the game?
Go 40-0.
You know what, dude?
Counteract
That might
them.
be true. That might be true. That's my bad. Okay, that one's on me.
I agree.
It's okay.
But we
It's
see
okay.
Snack Bears running out their comp with a Zoe and a Cho'Gath, and then a Kale coming out from GSG Iota. So we talked about last game how a lot of GSG Iota's draft was to enable Timix to carry. Yeah, this looks like a Nerf Snugglebot 1v9.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Kale, you got the Tarek, both ultimates that are very impactful. To keep this Zarya alive, you have Trundle who can just basically face tank, and front line, and you got the Lux for some artillery over the top. So, I mean, this Goon Squad composition is very, very set up. I mean, it seems like their drafts are very, very set up for just like pick one player on their team and let him 1v9.
Yeah, and I think that is a interesting way to play. It allows you to not have to focus about splitting of resources because you just need to dump everything there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and it becomes a very like kind of hard comp to play if this fulcrum member of your team doesn't get extraordinarily ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So it is kind of like it's kind of like gambling, right? Is you put all your eggs into one basket. If it goes well, then it goes really well, and the game is just over. If it goes poorly, then the game is just over. But you lose. So
either way, game is over.
Either way, game is over. And to be fair, I mean, Kale also does have a lot of hyper carry potential in the top lane. Paired up into the Cho'Gath. Obviously, range versus melee matchup as you move on later into the game, but I think Kale is gonna have a pretty hard time into Cho'Gath early.
Yeah, Cho'Gath is such a strong lane bully, especially. I mean, depending on the build, especially. But Tristan M should be able to pilot it to some success. But after the game One Hand had last game, I'm not sure Tristan M's gonna have it so easy.
I don't think so either. One Hand was super dominant in game one, and just looking at the rank disparity of these teams, definitely a rank advantage in favor of Goon Squad. They do have the higher ranked players, but
that's not all that matters.
It's not what matters at all here.
I remember a lot of games where you guys, my team, the team I coach with Ryan is a member of, where they are the higher ranked players and they still lose. So happens to everyone.
That's true. And you know what? You know what I'm gonna say?
What?
It wasn't my fault.
Yo, Allie, man, you watch your tone. I know you're a flexer, but that's downright incorrect. It might be true at the moment because I haven't played rank, but Rye Chains is not the higher rank caster.
I am higher ranked in all aspects.
You're higher ranked only by virtue of playing the game more.
But is it or is it not higher ranked?
It's a false. We'll see what happens at the end of the season, okay?
Okay, we'll see what happens.
I mean, wait, we could even take a look back and see like what our last season peak rank was.
I'm higher ranked in age too. So just another thing I'm higher ranked in. But nonetheless, we're into the in client select here.
Confirming our suspicions. Mostly.
Higher ranked by virtue of getting carried is incorrect. I have the strongest back you've ever seen. And you know why? Because I have to come here every Sunday and put this guy on my back for the cast.
You guys haven't seen... Okay, first of all, Allie, man. It's right there. It's right there on the screen. Michael. But Regardless, that is true. I am taller than Ryan, and if you've ever seen Ryan in real life, he definitely doesn't have the strongest back because like this is how a person normally stands. Ryan's like this. His back is so weak it cannot handle his weight.
What are you
Continually hunched
talking
over.
about? What are you talking about? I'm literally not even.
I'm
I'm not hunched over right now.
Fritz. I'm 6'3".
No, what the? That's incorrect. Michael's not 60, but nonetheless, I'll let you live out your fantasy dreams. That's okay. Everyone's got to do it at some point. We're through with this draft. We're going into the spectator delay, so we're gonna take a break, and we'll be back. Yeah, in a few minutes for game number 2, and we'll see if Goon Squad can take it in 2-0 fashion. We are back onto the Rift for game number 2 between Goon Squad Gaming and Snack Bears. For Snack Bears, again on the blue side, Tristan on Cho'Gath in the top lane, Homeless on Warwick in the jungle, Timid on the Zoe in the mid lane, and Moonbull and Egirl Fox rounding out the bottom lane with the Aphelios and the Sona.
And for the squad of GSG Iota, we got One Hand in the top lane on Kale, Timic in the jungle on Trundle, Only Magical Girls piloting the Lux in the mid lane, and Nerf Snugglebutt and Chubby Chernobyl pulling out the Zeri Tarek, or what did I say? Zarek Terry?
Yeah, Zarek Terry.
Zarek Terry. That kinda sounds fire. Just want to put it out there.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, to be honest. For the time being, you can see that early XP advantage. Homeless able to take down that ward. And we'll have the advantage for the time being with the golden XP. So, you know what? It's a better start in game number 2 already for Snack Bears.
Yeah, Lux is gonna go get another early vision because they were swept out. A little bit of awareness. They still will know, and I don't think Snack Bear will know that, or Homeless won't know that they're already warded out.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, that's a nice ward there coming through from Only Magical, just to be able to get that ward down.
Oh.
And kind of unnoticed. Yeah, wow, so much damage coming through from Timid on this Zoe. And I do want to mention, you know, Zoe is one of Timid's most played champions, so definitely feeling comfortable on this pick. And does feel good, you know. Obviously, Timid didn't play that poorly in game number 1, but just the Timic was able to get too far ahead on that Olaf. So we'll see what he can do this game. Chubby Chernobyl finding the stun, and you know, about half HP traded onto Egirl Fox, but for now, nothing really too much is going on. As now early level 2
Fox
come through. Egirl Fox could be in trouble here, as the stun should be coming from Tarek.
Where's Ignite? Either.
Flash,
what?
yeah. I think, I don't know. I guess they thought they didn't they didn't think they could kill yet. But either way, Egirl Fox has to flash away to safety there, and the flashes are now in favor of Goon Squad Gaming Iota.
Chernobyl taking a beating in this lane. Tarek has a little bit of sustain and still sitting on 2 pots, but feeling a little under the weather there.
Both of these junglers make their way into the top side, but Timic is first. Onto Tristan, here we go, as the
dodge
dodged out very nicely. Homeless walking up into this top lane. We're going to see some action going through here, as a picked up Ignite from Timid will be put onto Only Magical. Paddlestar will find the mark for some extra damage.
One Hand is...
They're still going in. Still chasing. One Hand has left the building. Has had enough. Okay, never mind. Is back now. Is back now. Okay, and the pause comes through.
Okay, yeah, about expected. But
yeah,
and
sounds
that's
about right.
We had an experience recently, again, with speaking into our team. Very unfortunate disconnect. We were all playing in the same building, and we all disconnected at once. 5-man DC, so we couldn't even pause. That's the worst part. So we lost a ton of tempo and are standing in the game because we were not able to pause. Luckily for One Hand, the rest of the team still present, still available, still able to pause. So
yeah, but they didn't even pause until One Hand came back.
Yeah, that was a little weird, but that could just be a spectator thing.
Maybe the internet completely went out, and at One Hand couldn't even tell the team, like, yo, guys, can you pause? But either way, just looking at the gold right now, a 200 big B gold advantage in favor of Snack Bears. Definitely a better start than they had in game number 1.
So I think it's soon to be like 500 or so, 700. If you take a peek down to the red quadrant of blue team.
Yes.
Only Magical Girl's not in the best way.
Yes, Only Magical is running for the hills right now, and you know
that's such a weird.
There are no hills. There are no hills to run to.
It felt really bad taking that path like down on that side of the river.
Yeah.
As red, but especially being chased all the way to there.
It's really, really bad. I think for early magical, obviously you want to get as much kill participation as you can on that kill. So hopefully, your girl Fox can get over there. But
It
definitely not the
should be
best
first blood going
situation.
over.
Yeah, it should be first blood going over to Snack Bears in the next couple seconds.
But hey, it's not to worry. GSG, not the early game team. They have a Kale, they have a Zeri, they have a Taric.
That's true. That is true. I think what we're gonna do here is we've been in this pause for a little bit. Let's start to break, and we'll be back when we get our unpause. All right, we are back from our pause here. We're going through some spectator issues, nonetheless. As
Okay,
we've all
so it's not
frozen
just
up.
my game frozen? Okay.
Yeah, this is a classic spectator bug that happens when there's a pause in the game. But either way, you know, oh,
Okay, we'll see you guys in a bit.
All right, we're back here, and kind of what we expected that was going to happen here is only Magical will fall.
Except, it did kind of subvert my expectations because I wasn't really expecting Timid to get that kill, but instead we see it going over to Homeless, who did have to commit the flash for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to get that kill onto Homeless, of course, rather than E-Girl Fox, but either way, the gold lead is the big B gold advantage, 1K in favor of Snack Bears, and, you know, we haven't seen this at all today, so this is a good sign if you're a Snack Bears fan here.
Certainly a good sign, and I spoke on how Goon Squad does want to scale, but, I mean, the Sona and Cho'Gath also scale. Sona, Cho'Gath, and Aphelios, Zoe to an extent, they also scale very, very well. So both of these teams have their late game options.
Dragon spawning in about 10 seconds here, and Snack Bears is getting this push back onto, or, you know, in this bottom lane. Could look for something. Homeless is taking the Krugs in this bottom side of the map. But yeah, I mean, we're kind of seeing what we expected in this top lane. Despite all the shenanigans going on with the DCs, is that one hand is definitely not having the best time.
Also, a little bit aided by the DCs because one hand missed out on some XP, so it's not going to hit 6 as Tristan does. But both junglers poking their heads around bot lane for the time being.
Yeah, Chubby is going to have to take a lot of damage walking in here. The stun's not going to find the mark. We'll have to flash away. But now Timic is going. It's a 3v3 in this bottom lane, but I don't think that Goon Squad wants to take this fight.
Oh, one hand. Struggling out here. Soon to be 6, so a little bit of the pain will go away, but definitely not fun playing melee into Cho'Gath.
And Nerf Snugglebot is just getting chunked so hard in this lane. Sona is just being very, very annoying. And basically not letting Nerf Snugglebot rest at all.
Tristan's hitting all of these Qs onto one hand.
Yeah, also Tristan is aimbotting now. Oh no. Oh, flashing forward!
That wasn't in alt range anyways.
No, it was not in one hand. It was not in alt range, and one hand also just hit 6. So I don't know if one hand actually needed to flash there, but better to be safe than sorry, though. Sure. It is going to be really rough for one hand in this lane. No, without flash. Here we go. An early ultimate being used there by one hand. And Tristan, yeah, doesn't have mana at all. One hand is actually could be able to kite this out and space this out well.
Not anymore with that Q, actually.
Still no mana. Timic is in the top lane now. As one hand is chasing down Tristan. You can buy some time. Timic can get here. And there should be no problem. Whoa.
Timic taking the long flank.
This is Tristan now, so this should be doable here. I don't think Tristan has the mana yet. Oh, he does have the mana now. Oh, went to try to go for the execute with the munch, but not able to get in range. And out of that whole play, one hand comes out on top.
Did Trundle use Pillar there?
I don't think Trundle used Pillar. Oh, Nurse Snugglebot burning the heal.
Oh, Chubby Chernobyl doesn't have mana for stun.
Oh. Yeah, it could have been so good if Chubby Chernobyl had any mana there, but on the other side of the map, a kill goes over to one hand, but the dragon goes over to Snack Bears. The gold lead has shrunk to about a 400 big B gold advantage, as Nerf Snugglebot is just eating these abilities from Moonbill here.
Eating the abilities for sure. Definitely having a rough time in this lane, and Tark isn't all that much help, let's be honest. Especially sitting there with 0 mana.
Yeah, I definitely want to see... Oh. Honestly, auto flash Q is enough, I think.
From either Sona or...
From either.
Because Sona even has the Ignite, so Nerf Snugglebot really needs to be careful, but 4 members trying to collapse into his bot lane.
Yeah, trying to save the bottom lane. Here we go. As they're going in, Nerf Snugglebot's going to burn that ultimate and force the flash out of Moonbill. This could be really bad for the Cephalus here. No flash, but doing a lot of damage, trying to trade it back here. Lux ultimate is melee range, but will be the last thing that Moonbill sees. Trouble Bubble not going to land, but the Q. Paddle Star Ignite combination is enough. Warwick jumping in and will find Nerf Snugglebot on the backside of that play. So it's a 2-for-1, I believe, all around in favor of Snack Bears.
Definitely good for them. Good collapse coming out from Timid and Homeless to make that work.
That seemed really bad. It seemed like it was going to be really bad for Snack Bears. Tristan in one hand going at it again. But as long as one hand keeps their distance.
Yeah, one hand needs to keep the distance, not get knocked up by the Qs. But what made that bot lane play so bad is Nerf Snugglebot had no health, and Chubby Chernobyl still didn't have mana. Chubby Chernobyl was just walking and smacking.
If either of those things changed, it becomes a very different fight. It becomes a very different fight, as probably Goon Squad just kills all 4 of them.
Yeah. But
almost in the top lane, but look at this play into the mid lane. The stun's gonna land is very nice here. Timid could be in trouble. Does not have the flash. We'll use the portal jump to buy some time, and we're gonna send some abilities a little bit wide. But either way, only Magical Girls will secure the kill there, and now be sitting at 2-1 in this on this Lux pick in the mid lane.
Tristan does need to be a little careful. Very low, but Chubby Chernobyl also.
Chubby Chernobyl has the ultimate available here, and we're gonna get the fight coming through. We'll use the ult, but yeah, it looks like nothing happening as Nerf Snugglebot burned the ultimate as well, but you're not hitting anything.
This happened.
Oh, okay.
This happened in the last fight, but Nerf Snugglebot uses the ult so early,
and doesn't hit anyone with it. So
yeah, it doesn't hit anyone with
damage there.
Missing out on damage, and then a large part of it is, I think if you ult somebody, you get 3 stacks per person you ult of the move speed buff. Yeah, you get 3 stacks. So if you're hitting 2 people, that's 6 stacks. That's a lot of move speed already. But
one hand looking for the 1v1. This should be pretty good here, as one hand's gonna find the solo kill. Homeless now in the area. Maybe he can actually find the second kill here, but we'll get fleed. Both of them have ultimate, so we'll see what happens. Oh, a nice usage of the ultimate to block out of the Warwick ulti in a 2v1 from one hand.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see. One hand, amazing game last game, and now getting fed on the KO early
in a lane that you're not supposed to win.
Yeah,
really good sign for Goon Squad fans, and now we're kind of seeing the whole entire game just flip, as now Goon Squad holds the big B gold advantage.
B gold advantage in this KO, getting way too far ahead for comfort for Snack Bears.
1.5K in top lane alone advantage for Goon Squad. And
yeah, this is just the state of the lane now, by the way.
Yeah, this is just impossible now for Tristan to play. You weren't able to capitalize, unfortunately, on that early, advantage that you're supposed to have. And now it becomes very challenging. Okay. Lux ulti is not going to find the mark here, but the bubble will. And now only Magical could be in trouble, but we'll just be able to walk it out. One hand dodging out of the rupture again. This could be trouble. No, Tristan will have to burn the flash to get out safely. If that flash was not available. Oh, here we go. Fight in the bot lane as the stun lands. But still, I mean, just no resources for this Goon Squad bottom lane ever, it seems.
Yeah, no resources at all. And I think, it wasn't banned away this game. Just go the Seraphine Taric.
Maybe.
If you're gonna put all your pressure into this Kayle top lane, which you're ganking for a Kayle, so maybe not really what you're optimally looking to do, but if you're going to put the pressure there, just give your bot something where they don't need anything. Zeri definitely benefits from resources being put towards her, and you need something that can try to punish this Sona. Good try.
Good try there. Early dragon stacking is going to be in favor of Snack Bears, but we'll see a fight coming through here. Trouble will lands into only Magical, and we'll see if the Sona ulti can hit anyone, as Warwick's going to jump in. The ultimate from Tark does not come in time. And now Nerf Snugglebot and Timid are going at it here. Drowsy is going to land, but the minions are there to block out on the Paddle Stars, and so far it's a 1-for-0 in favor of Snack Bears. Only Magical is going to find the route on to Moonbill, though, and this is a lot of damage coming through. Has to burn the heal and burn the Blast Cone on accident, I believe. But the Trouble Bubble lands again onto Snugglebot. Is the Paddle Star enough damage? It's a lot, but it's not enough.
And all the while,
shield. is enough. But in the mid lane, Timic able to secure that Rift Herald and just spawn it straight mid and you know, crack these towers.
Yeah, this is that hull breaker Trundle I was talking about without even having a hull breaker, just pushing while the rest of your team is making it work.
Ooh, top lane could be trouble here as well. One hand just free farming, able to hit this tower. And
yeah,
Timic
level
and,
11.
Timic and Tristan gonna meet each other in the jungle, but yeah, just there's only pleasantries there. This Kayle is so far ahead.
Yeah, Kayle is super far ahead, and you don't have great options to deal with her. Only you see you have a decent bit of hard CC actually, and the suppression from Warwick can try to catch a Kayle off guard. So hopefully they don't have the time to ult, but then you also have the Tarkle to have to worry about.
A lot of invulnerabilities coming out from this Goon Squad Iota comp, and this is kind of what we talked about in Champion Select, where you want to get all of your eggs into one basket, put them on their Snugglebutt, try to make sure that the Zeri can live, stay alive, and deal as much damage as possible for as long as possible.
But
and you know,
with how this game's turning out, though,
yeah, they say that you have a plan. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. And this bot lane definitely got punched in the face, and we'll see what happens in this top lane as Tristan under siege. Nice usage of that pillar with the subjugate combination is going to take away those resistances. And one hand goes on a rampage, and now, you know, what we thought, what us and maybe even Goon Squad thought about this composition was like, hey, we're going to play around our bottom lane, but hasn't been the case. Sun's going to land onto Egirl Fox. We'll have to burn the flash to get it out. So it's just a flash and an ignite traded.
And so we hope that maybe this means a bot lane gank coming out from GSG. Hopeful, I know, but this is a no flash Sona now. Very vulnerable.
Very vulnerable. I mean, this is like a dream if you're a jungler. The no flash Sona. Yeah, it does have the ultimate, but whatever.
One hand's trying to kite the blue buff to homeless.
One hand actually gonna secure or be able to steal that blue buff away from homeless. And I don't really know. I mean, it's hard to fight into an Aphelios with Infernum ulti. So I don't think that Goon Squad really wants to take this fight now. But maybe when better guns come through, it could be an angle for sure.
I think around the dragon coming up in a minute 30, you are on the Infernal Rift, so good as dragons as any to stack 4 of if you're Goon Squad coming up with your strong Kayle.
And if you want Zarya, I mean, and Lux too, hello? Super strong, and you know, even Lux is ahead in this game too. Obviously down a little bit of CS, about 6 waves of CS, but I mean 4 waves of CS, but either way, 2-1 on this Lux does have the bounty to their name, and as of now, you know, this dragon is going to be the next point of contention. 50 seconds as everyone's kind of walking down into this bottom side river to secure some vision, get some control.
Lux is sent up to match the Cho'Gath, but Cho'Gath has the Unleashed teleport coming up while only Magical Girls is running the barrier.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of... I mean, Lux can easily stop the teleport.
I mean, Cho'Gath could just book it, though, and still be there before. But I do agree. You need to be a little wary if you are GSG trying to pull this, or trying to take a fight.
I think the issue becomes only Magical just getting straight solo killed by this Cho'Gath if Tristan's able to get onto her. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, Dragon is now spawning. We will likely get a 4v4.
Like
mid lane
this?
prio for Moonbull. Here we go. As the Rupture is going to land, only Magical could be in trouble. Getting hit by those spikes, and Sleepy Trouble Bubble is going to find Timic on the backside. 1k on the Dragon as the sun comes through onto Egirl, and this could be a fight for GSG. One's going to go down as the kill goes over to Chubby Chernobyl, unfortunately. But either way, the Dragon is proper for them. We'll see if anything comes through as well here, as it looks like they're just going to run 4 members into this mid lane and try to push down this this inner mid tower.
Yeah, they have decent pressure on scope, but with another Rift Herald spawning in 30 seconds, Not going to be up for very long, but they could try to sneak that one away if they don't go ahead and give their life away here.
Moonbill could be in trouble as Homeless now forces the flash away from Nerf Snugglebutt. Tristan now in the 2v1 situation, flashing over the Rupture by one hand and just kind of smacking down Tristan in the back.
Ugh.
Gonna find a solo kill there, and when Kale is able to hit for that long for free, it's just never a good sign.
Yeah, this Kale getting a second Rift Herald too has enough for the Mythic.
Yeah, this is disgusting.
Yeah, this is very, very scary. You don't, again, as I was talking about, you don't have the tools to deal with it to make it happen to kill the Kale easily.
Your girl Fox barely dodging out of that stun from Tarek. And the Big B Gold advantage is 3,000 in favor of Goon Squad Gaming. Homeless aggressing forward, maybe trying to find something, but there's nothing really to find at this point.
Yeah, nothing up. Trundle, I think Trundle's the one that picked up the Rift Herald, right? As we see a lot of damage coming out.
Yeah, only magical. If anyone gets hit by the Sleepy Trouble Bubble, you're just taking half HP. That's just how it goes, right, with this champion. So, obviously, it's best to dodge out of those, but or at least use the minions to block.
I'm writing it down. Best to dodge out of abilities. Got it?
Yes. So, if you guys didn't know... Oh my gosh, the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Flashing forward, Timid trying to find it, and will find it indeed as a solo kill comes through for Timid on this Zoe.
Zero Flash, but now being ran down by Trundle and Kale. Dodges back, so not even on their turret yet. This is a dead Timid.
This should be a dead Zoe here.
On the way.
Nice pillar. We'll see if Homeless tries to give another one over. As the bot lane for Snack Bear is just pushing down this mid lane, and we'll see if there's anything that's able to come out of this. Maybe an overextension. Doesn't look like it though, as
I think
the
this
bottom
is
lane tower will fall. Yeah, wow, this could be really, really dangerous for Snack Bears, as the Rift Herald is available to be spawned here, and we're fighting in this mid lane. 2v2 as Chubby Chernobyl is taking down her half HP. This is a lot of damage coming through from him, and now Nerf Snugglebutt maybe going for the kills. Homeless just walks into two people for some reason, has to flash away, will use the ultimate to get out to safety. As Tristan is still pushing in this top lane. Someone has to stop bot for Snack Bears, as the inhibitor tower will go down. Nerf Snugglebutt needs to be careful, but this inhib falls as well here. They're going to keep going. They can definitely get a charge here. It's now Timid. Might just be inting for killing the Rift Herald. Homeless, the next on the menu. Oh my gosh, dude. They're doing the Stormtrooper strategy, as Eagle Fox and Moonbill are still fighting. Crescendo is nice, and we'll find Nerf Snugglebutt. But either way, look at... Tristan just TP'd right in front of Lux, not able to cancel it, but one Nexus Tower falls already. They're flashing onto the second one, as Timic will be taking that up. And they can still go. You can keep going.
Yeah, they definitely could have ended the game there. Aphelios is back, but it's just Aphelios at that point. Trundle doesn't have mana, so maybe they're a little wary. And I think it is important not to give away your 1,000 gold shutdown on Kale.
Holy moly.
So reserve, you have a dragon to peel off for. You have almost 3k on your Kale. Building up towards that death cap. Very, very strong. God.
Just complete the Rift Maker and then build two needlessly large rods. And press tab. Right now, if you press tab and you're on Snack Bears, you are quaking for your life. This is a very scary Kale. And interestingly enough, here we're seeing a second item Runons coming out from Moonbill here.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't think, I'm not that big of a fan either. I don't know. I mean,
I don't have many words for it. I just don't think it's a play here.
I mean, LDR seems pretty okay.
Yep.
Collector.
I mean, you could go the Bloodthirster if you wanted.
Bloodthirster, yeah. I mean, it's paired up with the shield bow, so Bloodthirster is pretty survivable. You know, specking into survivability heavily, but. Either way, I don't really think that is the build on this champion anymore.
Yeah, I definitely don't think so, but why I keep getting stuck following Cho'Gath. I don't know why, but so yeah, we do take the dragon, as GSG does take the dragon. But let's see what happens here. They should have free reign of this Baron. There's a little bit of vision set up just in the river, so they see that GSG's walking over, but it's really hard to contest. Whatever for those guns, actually. Felios does not have Inferno Mine. I think it's far from it. I think they just switched off of it.
Yeah, but one hand needs to be careful, as the entire team of Snack Bears is just running, trying to find this Kale. But here we go, forcing GSG off the Baron. Rupture not going to find the mark, but look at bot wave. Super minions are into the base, not yet hitting the Nexus towers, but will be soon. As oh my gosh, Timic just took so much damage from
how did that not
Aphelios
hit
gun.
Aphelios? I thought that Lux Q and 100% hit Aphelios, but with Zoe showing, I think they should just turn back onto this.
Yeah, they might be able to do this, actually. A lot of the damage is gone once Timid leaves, so this is definitely possible for Goon Squad to hit again. Nerf's talking about getting
how are those not hitting?
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Timic now going to get rooted up, as the Baron has now been started up by Goon Squad Gaming. 10k on the HP bars, as it's at best a 3v5 in favor of GSG. This Baron should just be going over for free to them.
Yeah, nobody's there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a free Baron given over, and with the Big B gold advantage, going to almost 6.5k, it's hard to think of how Snackburst can get back into this game.
Okay, so I'll ask you what you asked me last game. Do you think GSG wins in over or under 3 minutes?
I think they can end it off with this Baron. I mean, the bot lane is already completely cracked open. They have Baron now. They're pushing into this top lane with a big wave.
Rabadon's complete.
Yeah, Rabadon's completed now for one hand. I think this can definitely be an under 3 minute Baron take here. Uh-oh, it's going to land. Oh,
no
Eagle
E.
Fox taking a 1 HP as, yeah, that Lux could not get that E off. But either way, this is so much damage coming out of only Magical Girls now, and one hand just pushing down the mid lane. No one can contest, and with this wave escorted in, it looks like the rest of the team is just going to rotate over, and this mid lane inhibitor will fall.
I think it is a little weird that they opted to stop Baroning up the top minions, but if they think they can just win without it, then more power
Homeless.
to them.
Oh gosh, Homeless just gets absolutely destroyed here as the Cosmic Reigns is going to hit 4 members as Tristan is flashing away to safety, but there is no safety to be had at all, as only Magic to find the kill. Strawberry Chernobyl flashing in, trying to find another stun, but will force the flash out of E-Girl Fox, and there's 5 members strong for GSG hitting this last inhibitor tower. Crescendo's going to find 2, but it doesn't matter because your team is just all dead. Look at one hand, Solo zoning 2 people and killing Moonbriel in the base. Goon Squad Gaming is going to take it in 2-0 fashion.
Yeah, very, very clean coming out. I mean, I was going to say from one hand in Timic in both games, but more just one hand in both games. Showing up big time in both of those games. Insane Kale performance, and didn't even need to, or barely hit level 60 at the end there, but did not need it to completely carry that game.
Yeah, super good job by one hand there, just kind of stemming the bleeding in the early game into Cho'Gath, which might not be it's a pretty hard lane for Kale initially, but once you get to level 6, obviously that kill going over was very, very impactful. So good job by Timic there, just being able to recognize that, hey, this guy is very overextended in the top lane, and we could potentially have something here. And yeah, I mean, good job to Goon Squad Gaming all around. Played pretty well today. I mean, both commanding victories there, take it into a fashion, and keep their 3-0 record, keep their undefeated record as we pass through week 3. So that's going to be all for us today here as Goon Squad Gaming takes it in a 2-0 fashion. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys had fun, because we did. And we'll be back next week for some more Zero Gravity Gaming in the IBS division. I've been Rye Chains, joined by Michael. Have a good week, and we'll see you guys next week.